Today, we're diving into a super simple two-word phrase that's kind of a mental superpower. It's this little reset button that helps you pull all your energy back from the world and pour it right back into your own life. It's called the let them theory, and we're going to break down exactly how it works. But first, just think about this for a second. How much of your energy, your actual precious energy, do you lose every single day getting all worked up and frustrated over stuff you have literally zero control over? You know what I'm talking about, right? It's the little things. You're stuck in traffic. The person in front of you is counting out change. Someone gives you advice you didn't ask for. Each one is just a small thing, but add them all up, and they're like these tiny leaks in your energy tank, just draining your peace all day long. And hey, this isn't some brand new idea. We're talking ancient wisdom here. The philosopher Epictetus said it thousands of years ago. Our real power isn't trying to control everything out there in the world. Nope. It's in controlling our response to it. And that right there is the heart of what we're getting into today. See, when you're constantly fighting all these little external battles, you're putting your brain and your body into a state of chronic stress. According to Harvard's Dr. Aditi Nurikar, this isn't just a mood. It's a real physiological state that actually hijacks your brain and keeps you stuck in that fight or flight mode. So you'd think a theory this powerful would have been discovered in some fancy research lab, right? Well, you'd be wrong. It was actually born in the middle of one of the most chaotic, stressful places imaginable, a high school prom. Okay, so just picture this scene. Mel Robbins' son is heading to prom. First, there's this awkward, homemade corsage thing. Then, out of nowhere, a massive downpour soaks like 20 kids in their fancy clothes. And their big dinner plan? It falls through, so they decide to go to some tiny little taco joint. All the while, Mel is running around like crazy, trying to control everything, fix everything, and she's just getting more and more stressed out. And then she stops. She just looks at the kids, and you know what? They couldn't care less. They're laughing, heading off to the taco place in the rain, having the time of their lives. And it hits her. All her stress, all her attempts to control the situation, it was all pointless. It was only making her miserable. So she just let go. She surrendered. And in that moment, everything clicked. All right, let's dive into the powerful solution that came out of that chaotic night. This is how you start getting your power back. So the let them theory is the simple little phrase you say to yourself. A friend didn't invite you to their party? Let them. Your coworker is trying to take credit for your work? Let them. Someone has negative thoughts about you? Okay, let them. Now, this is not about being a doormat or just giving up. It's a strategic, conscious choice to free yourself and your energy from stuff you can't change anyway. So look at the shift that happens in your brain. On one side, without this tool, you internalize everything. That little alarm in your brain, the amygdala, it starts firing and boom, you're in fight or flight mode. But on the other side, with let them, you learn to step back, to just observe and detach. You stay calm, you protect your peace, and you keep the rational, thinking part of your brain in charge. But here's where it gets really good. Let them is only the first half of the magic trick. Once you stop wasting all that energy on other people and things you can't control, you suddenly have all this energy left over. The real power comes when you turn that focus back around onto yourself. And this is the let me principle. It's the active, empowering second step. You take all that energy you've reclaimed and you redirect it. The focus is no longer on what they're doing. It's all about what you are now free to do. And this is what that looks like in the real world. You stop worrying so much about what everyone else thinks and you start taking action. So let them have their opinions. While you say, let me write that book, let me wear what I want, let me finally go after the things I've been scared to pursue. You're literally taking your power back. Okay, let's look at how this theory can help with one of the biggest energy vampires out there, comparing ourselves to other people. So, there are two ways we can use comparison. The first way is torture. That's when we focus on things we can't change. Someone's height, their family, their natural metabolism. It's a dead end, and it just crushes your self-esteem. But the other way is teacher. And that's when you focus on the stuff you can change. Their work ethic, the skills they've developed, the habits they've built. That's a roadmap. So here's the big mindset shift. Let them be successful. Let them do amazing things. Because when you really think about it, their success isn't some kind of judgment on you. It's a formula for you. It shows you what's possible and gives you a blueprint you can learn from. So let's bring it all home. When you get right down to it, this whole theory is about creating a powerful shield for your own mental and emotional well-being. Remember that wild statistic from earlier? 7 out of every 10 people are living in a chronic state of stress? We are letting the world we can't control run our internal lives, and it is absolutely wearing us out. The let them theory gives you an instant, practical way to break that cycle. It's your personal reset button. The second you feel that frustration, that annoyance bubbling up, you just say to yourself, let them. And in that moment, you choose to disconnect and get back to your own sense of calm. And really, this is the ultimate goal, isn't it? To build that deep, solid confidence that comes from knowing that your inner peace belongs to you, and nobody can mess with it unless you give them permission. You are in control of your own response. So, I'll leave you with this question. Once you stop spending all your time and energy on things you can't control, you're going to have so much more of it for the things you can. So what will you do with it? What will you build? What will you create? What will you become with all that newfound power?